welcome to Thai PBS English News Service. I'm Suvarnabhumi Airport. 2 weeks ago, Suvarnabhumi Airport faced a radar failure causing delays and detours of many flights. And today, AOT executive has announced a major runway repair project at Suvarnabhumi International Airport after a subsidence was found on the west runway. Additionally, more inspections will be deployed to survey the runways in detail to regain confidence.
Last night, authorities at Suvarnabhumi Airport discovered an area of subsidence around 5 centimeters deep, covering a 60 square centimeter surface area on the west runway. As many as 11 airplanes were unable to land, resulting in delays of around 50 minutes to an hour. Some flights had to land as far away as Chiang Mai. However, since 9 p.m. yesterday, commercial flights from all airlines resumed normal operations. Somchai Swadipon, Senior Executive Vice President of the AOT, attributed the whole to the heavy air traffic using the west runway, which has been overused, handling over 600 inbound and outbound flights daily, because the other, or east runway, has been under repair work since June. The renovation of the east runway is now expected to be completed 1 week ahead of schedule. The international airport is located in an area previously known as a cobra swamp, or Nong Ngu Hao. The first surface level of the runway fabric is clay 14 to 15 meters deep. The second level is 1.5 meters of sand. The third level of layer of cement 72 centimeters thick and covered by 33 centimeters of asphaltic cement. Finally, the fourth or the top surface is 30 to 50 centimeters of asphalt. The operational lifespan is just 3 to 5 years, but the surface can be repaired easier and faster than runways in the United States and Europe that are usually made of cement. However, the Engineering Institute of Thailand is attempting to discover whether the damage was due to a crack in the pavement level or due to land subsidence. If the latter, renovation may take longer. Since the beginning of the year, problems concerning the surface of Suvarnabhumi Airport's runways have arisen 6 times. On average, runways at the international airport are repaired 600 times per year, and according to the AOT Senior Executive Vice President, this is quite normal. Somchai, the Senior Executive VP, noted that disintegrating runway services, like last night's hole, happens at other countries' international airports too. A meeting between the responsible officials will be held to discuss plans to close the damaged runway for major repair work. Since mid-June, an average of 850 flights coming in and out of Suvarnabhumi daily saw up to 400 delays. An average of 50 minutes delay is now common for flights landing there. Suvarnabhumi Airport was officially opened in September 2006 and has been criticized for its many deficiencies, including location, installed equipment, roof structures, and runways. Furthermore, corruption is suspected while the billions of baht were being spent on the airport, including during its construction, such as sand filling that was not up to standard and poor quality explosive detection devices. The Thai government, nevertheless, still boasts that Suvarnabhumi is ready to be the aviation hub of ASEAN, with an expected capacity of 80 million passengers per year by 2016.
And during the past 2 days, the Constitution Court has spent over 20 hours hearing arguments both for and against the proposed constitutional amendment process. Both sides of the argument are still showing signs of confidence that the court's ruling will be in their favor. The focus of today's hearing was House Speaker Somsakiet Suranon, and the main point of the questioning was whether or not the proposed amendment to the 2007 Constitution is aimed at overthrowing the royal institution. The embattled House Speaker confirmed that the amendment of the Charter will in no way damage the monarchy nor the royal family. Supporters of the 2012 amendment, who were called by the judges, claim the 2007 Constitution has many loopholes, making it difficult for the executive branch to administer this country, and that the current charter is not democratic. Those opposing the amendment claim that revamping the whole Constitution is not democratic either, especially when a charter drafting assembly is responsible for the amendments, rather than MPs and senators as defined by law. The court will determine next week by a majority vote if the proposed constitution amendment process can continue or must be dropped. Thai authorities admit that they will not immediately be able to bring back all the Thais who were detained by Myanmar soldiers along the border of Ranong province, as some were arrested with weapons and narcotics in their possession. Yet the government insists that all of them are safe. Deputy Prime Minister General Yuttasak Sasiprapha insists all of the approximately 70 Thais arrested across the Thai-Myanmar border for encroaching into their territory are safe. He is refuting allegations that some Thais arrested were killed by the soldiers. Today, 20 more Thais who escaped from the Myanmar authorities' custody crossed the border back into Thailand. They said there are still some Thais hiding in the mountains of Myanmar. 2 days ago, Myanmar soldiers raided a village across the border from Ranong's Karaburdi district, where hundreds of Thais were reported to have encroached on unoccupied land to settle there and plant rubber trees. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Army will work closely with Myanmar officials to make sure that all the detained Thais, yet security sources say that it may be difficult as some were apparently arrested with drugs and weapons in their possessions. And today, the government invited foreign envoys to receive a briefing on the country's flood protection mega projects. Terms of reference, or TORs, for water management projects worth 3 trillion baht were also distributed to the attendees. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Science invited foreign diplomats and trade representatives from 30 countries to a formal briefing on the Thai Water Management Master Plan and to receive terms of reference, or TOR documents, to be redistributed to international companies interested in helping Thailand to plan and construct mega-scale flood prevention water management systems. A 3 trillion baht budget awaits investors who wish to contribute to 14 short and long-term projects. Foreign Minister Surapong Tawichakchaikun said that by inviting foreign diplomats here today, the government will create understanding about the water management plans and thus generate trust from other countries. He said that this will help with finding the most suitable companies to run the projects in the long term. Yesterday, immigration police uncovered and broke up a multinational criminal gang accused of money laundering. Financial documents seized in the raid suggest that the group may have extorted some 8 million euros or 320 million baht from their victims. Here's more from Hugh Adams.
15 members of a multinational criminal gang were arrested at an apartment on Sukhumvit Road in Bangkok yesterday and may be charged with money laundering and other financial offences. The group includes 6 Britons, 2 Americans, 1 German, 2 Romanians, 1 South African and 3 Filipinos. Immigration police claim the gang used Bangkok as a call centre to lure overseas victims to invest money, which was transferred to the group's Swiss bank account. The gang would call their victims offering a 65% profit on a short-term investment. The victims targeted by the gang were mostly in the United States, Europe and South Africa. About a dozen telephone sets and other office supplies were confiscated in the raid. Police say the gang used survey and marketing companies to access the contact and financial information of the victims, while documents confiscated showed 8 million euro, or about 320 million baht, was transferred by the victims to the gang. Thai police will gather more information and track down additional victims who fell into the fraud trap. Hugh Adams, ThaiPBS.
Thank you, good Hugh. The Phuket hotel, in front of which Michelle Smith, an Australian, was stabbed to death, held a service in honor of Miss Smith's memory. Meanwhile, the 2 men suspected of her murder are expected to appear in court next week.
The Kata Thani Hotel on Karon Beach held a ceremony to honor the memory of 60-year-old Michelle Smith, an Australian tourist and travel agent who was stabbed to death outside the hotel on June 20th. When 2 men attempt to snatch her purse. According to Thai belief, this ceremony will, in a way, bestow merit on her soul. Locals and hotel staff who joined the ceremony revealed that they remain deeply upset at the tragedy and the 2 alleged killers, as they severely damaged Phuket's reputation as a tourist destination. One of Michelle Smith's friends was also wounded in the attack. 26-year-old Surak Suwanchot and 37-year-old Surin Thatthong have been held in custody by police since their arrest on June 25th. They are accused of murder and robbery. Police suggest that if convicted, they could face 20 years in jail, if not the death penalty. Surak, the man alleged to have actually stabbed the victims, admitted that he accidentally cut Smith, while his intention was actually to slash the strap on her bag. The two suspects are expected to attend court next week.
And the recent bus accident in Surat Thani not only contributed to the increasing death toll, but also shook confidence in the Thai tourism sector. Thailand signed the Moscow Declaration to reduce road accidents by 50% before 2020 earlier. And Dr. Rungtip Chonapalai spoke with Dr. Thanapong Jinwong, the program manager of the Road Safety Group in Thailand, who discussed how Thailand can prevent traffic accidents, as well as expressing his own opinion on the issue.
First of all, we need to agree to looking the accident is can preventable and not a destiny, and then we need to set the system we call safe system. But in Thailand, I think we need first to set the monitoring and evaluation, because of when the accident is occurred, we need to explore what is the cause. Not only the driver, but maybe the cause from the vehicle, cause of death from the road or the roadside hazard like this.
But then by 2020, we are one of the countries that participated the Moscow Declaration that to reduce the accident into half by 2020. You think that we will reach that goal?
Yes, we try. But if we look to this proposal, I think we need to synergy not only the government, not only the business, but and also for the civil society. And I think in Thailand we have many partnerships.
We have good partnerships.
Yes. But we need the strong leadership from the government.
And the Meteorological Department has reduced the number of provinces that need to be on flood alert from yesterday's 24 down to only 17 provinces today. Residents in the north who should be on alert of flash floods are those living in the hillside areas of Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Nan and Uttaradit. Meanwhile, in the northeast, residents of Bungkan, Nong Khai, Nong Bulamphu, Sagonakorn and Nakhon Pathom should remain alert. Chanthaburi, Trad and Ranong are the three eastern provinces that remain on flood alert, and the southern provinces of Phang Nga, Phuket, Krabi, Trang and Satun should prepare for floods. Provinces in the northeast and eastern regions have an 80% chance of seeing rain over the weekend, while southern residents can expect a 90% chance. Bangkok and the Central Plains have a 70% chance of heavy showers this weekend. So please make sure you bring your umbrellas when you go out this weekend. I'm Suvarnabhumi Airport saying good night for now. We'll see you again next week. Sawadee krap.